welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome. If you are new here, I'm going to do the intro to give YouTube time to notify people. I did not schedule this live, and I know I'm looking kind of dusty. I think it's the lights though, because even my eyes are looking like very light brown. So anyway, let's start with Holiday Cocoa Chapstick because my lips are dry. Again, my name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. As you're watching beauty related content, try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand or a certain tool or a certain technique because that's what they're telling you you must use and what you must do. But just wear what you want to, however you want to, putting it on in whatever method or techniques you want to use, and just rock it. The bottom line here at the Crazy Troll Nation is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's what we stand for here. I hope that that resonates with you. This is distracting. I just did my brows just before I came on here, and this side has a little hook. There's two things I need to let you know if you're new here. I do curse sometimes in live streams and in my videos because I curse sometimes, period. And the other thing is there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. And I do always say, excuse me, whether I think you heard it or not. The only exception is when someone is doing my makeup because I don't want to be exhaling in their face after I've hiccuped or something. And so that's what you need to know about me. Hey, Sons of Ray. I just did the intro. I'm giving YouTube time to notify people. How are you doing today? And thank you for the thumbs up already. You just got here. I appreciate that. So how are you today? We'll just chit chat while we're waiting. And I'm not even sure what I'm going to do today. I have an idea, but I'm just waiting to see who comes in and who says what. So I see some new people here. Well, not new, but just came in. So feel free to say hello so I know who you are. And I'm doing okay. I've been sleeping a lot better. One of my newer medications helps with sleep and for my chronic joint pain. But I still just always kind of feel like I just want to just keep sleeping and keep resting. And so I'm doing a lot better. Thank you. Last month was a beast with that program, but excuse me. So I'm getting back to my normal, which to somebody else is abnormal. But thank you. Hey, Kim. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you did because I like to say hi to people. Cat Kim. It is so good to see you here. Oh, it's Cat. Okay, I'm sorry. Hi, Cat. Yes, Sons of Ray, last month was a beast, and I'm sure you already know about all of that I crammed into 27 days. Hey, Janessa, thank you for being here. I don't have a plan, Janessa, but what I'm thinking, I did do the brows, and that is it, as y'all can tell. Hey, Sarah. I'm glad y'all are here because I didn't schedule it. I think I did a community post. Y'all, it is so wacky that my sense of time, I have no sense of time. Like I'll do stuff and then I'm like, did I do it? Did I not do it? Was it yesterday? Was it 2 weeks ago? You've been watching for about a month, says Kat, and you like your community. Thank you. And you're a part of my community too. And I appreciate you being here. And so my sense of time is just, because I probably did the post either early this morning or yesterday. And already I'm like, did I even post it? Saying that I wasn't going to schedule it because it always wants to flip me. And so I said, I'll just pop on, excuse me for smacking, and see what happens. So I did my brows. And that is all I did. And I have the ointment around my nose for the redness. So what I'm thinking of doing is showing you now. I've been playing with, well, for a while. Not a while, because it hasn't even been that long. It seems like a long time, y'all, but it's really not. As I said, my sense of time is just crazy. This I'm laughing because I'm thinking of Janessa's comments on my review of the kit. I have been using the iMagic Professional Concealer, and I put a label here that says and corrector palette. I have been using this one. As you can see, I've been digging in it with either a lipstick applicator or a spatula. So I have been using this, and I used this on my neighbor, and I've been practicing on myself color correcting, because that's something I don't do, because my foundation completely, well, not completely, but for the most part, covers what I wanted to cover. And I am really liking this Makeup Forever. This one is Tan to Deep. I love this thing. It's a learning curve to cream products for me, because when you scoop it out, it's like a little blob, because you just scrape some out with a spatula, and then I put it on my palette, and so you just have like this little this little blob of cream. And so it is a learning curve. A little goes a long way. I used this one, I think, in a video. That video, I think, will air on Friday. You want the new Makeup Forever? I've been buying so much stuff for my kit, Sons Array. It's crazy. And I did reorganize my kit. And one day I'll show it, because I was excited that I got everything into one kit. And I also purchased something for my Kitco. I used to worry about color correcting, says Janessa, but then I realized that I put on foundation like a Dutch boy thing. And I didn't need to do it. And that's how I feel for me, because the Fenty foundation, for the most part, it does cover under here, and it definitely covers under here. When I put on the Estee Lauder concealer around here, it completely like blanks it out. But I know I felt like I needed to learn color correcting for clients, because some may really need it or have more discoloration than I do. Or if it's a male person, you know, their mustache might be really dark. My neighbor, y'all, when she came in for me to do her face, she said, I don't care about my mustache, it's just gonna stay there. And I forget what I put on her. I think I put one of these on her. I think I might have put this one on and blended it. And she was facing this way, like how I face when Fabulous 50 does my face. And so I said, look in the mirror. She looked over. She said, where'd my mustache go? Like this completely just, she was like, where did it go? So I felt good about that. So I am confident I can color correct for other people, but I still want to practice on me. But I've been loving this one. And you can see I've used these two, this and this. I've used these two and these two. But this is so friggin' creamy, y'all. You only need a little bit. And so I've been overdoing it. The only thing is that the blush, even though this looks really bright, once you blend it in, like, it is not bright. And I keep hearing my tutor saying, you know, more blush, more blush, more blush. But then after all is said and done, I do set my face. So I've been doing foundation, putting on the cream products, and then setting it with the Fashion Fair powder. And then so it does still kind of look like it's like they're not there, even though that's very bright. But I have been loving this. And surprisingly this, but I didn't want to rely on this one. So I said, I'm going to break out the MAC one that you guys agreed I should try the dark. And I used this the other day. And I need the new waterproof liner in Limitless Brown. They do, Makeup Forever do have good products. They really do. And I like that they're professional grade. And so I use these for yesterday, and you can see where I dug in them. And I like this a little bit more than this one. And even though this has more colors, I have lighter ones of these that will have these color correcting shades. I mean, the concealer shades. And so the only thing I would be missing really is just, well, kind of just the blue. I put this on thinking it was blue, but it's actually like a turquoise. I was just like, what is this? It was like a pasty blue and a purple. But I'm just like, I don't, So I wanted to use a MAC one. And also with this, I don't know what this is. Hey, Deirdre. And so I know MAC, and I know MAC is quality stuff. Like the stuff in their kit, like, I don't know. So I used this yesterday. So I'm thinking of using this again today. I don't know yet. But so that's what I've been playing with this week. I also have been playing with this from MAC. This is medium dark / dark Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contour palette. And this is what the inside looks like. And so, you know, most people, you know, we put down creams and then set it with powder. And so even though I've been setting everything with the Fashion Fair powder, I'll just go in. This is a good contour for me, but it's very cool tone. So I was just like, okay, that's a little ashy. But by the time I'm done, it looks really good. I've been using this as a highlighter and this as a blush, because with all the other cream stuff, And if I have one of these blushes on, this just gives like a little bit more color. So I have been getting a feel for this. And I was thinking I didn't need to purchase all of these and all of these in different colors for my kit. I thought it's a good learning experience for me because when I see professional makeup artist kit, it is condensed. They know their population. They might have a concealer palette that they depotted all the foundations. Did I say concealer? I meant foundation palette. And it is nice to have, or a concealer palette with like, 15 different shades in it. But then I thought, if most of my people are this tone or this tone, I can just pull these. I can look at their complexion and say, okay, this is what I need, versus opening like a 20 pan palette, because then the time starts ticking for everything in there. And so I am liking the idea of just having each thing separate. So the ones that I'm not using, they'll stay newer longer because I haven't opened them. So, but as time goes on, I'm sure my kit will be condensed in a couple years, because MAC stuff lasts at least 3 years, and so does Makeup Forever. So I'm gonna have that stuff for a while. So what I was thinking for today, and y'all can let me know, Janessa can let me know, Sarah can let me know, actually anybody can let me know. I have not used this. The video that's going to air Friday is me using my Lethal 669 dupe palette. That's a long video, y'all. It's like an hour because I was experimenting with all the things, and so I kept asking y'all a lot of questions. But these were the leftover shades from Lethal, and I'm thinking I can easily just do a quick look with this. This is hella bright, but I'm thinking inner corner or not because it's hella bright. But this on maybe the second half of the lid, and this on the outer corner, because this has that reddish shift in it that'll go with this, and put this in transition. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. Or I still have not used Notoriously Morbid Rusted Essence. I did put labels on the plastic of the shadows. This shade, let me cover this up, cover up the mirror. This shade that was sprayed or whatever that did not pick up, I did scrape it. I pulled out one of my eyebrow spoolies from my disposable kit and I scraped it, and whatever scraped up, I was able to put the brush in it and apply it. But after that, I would have to scrape this every single time. Like, I don't know what spray they have in here, but this is not usable. And y'all know I don't want to have to scrape something every time just to use what I scraped and then have to scrape it again. Okay, Janessa, we'll do the Lethal. And so I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm not even going to mention it to the rep because I feel like a problem child, because sometimes their PR, something comes shattered, something doesn't come right. Web Weaver, it was something with that. Sometimes when I order stuff, something's not right, and so they send me new ones. And so I don't want to be like, hey, this shadow doesn't work, and they'll be like, oh, I'll send you a new one. So I didn't even mention it. It is a pretty shade, but I am not going to want to scrape it. Just use a brush and put it on, then have to scrape it again to pick up more. Because y'all know I'm simple. I want to put a brush in it or a sponge tip and it works. And even now, like if I'm pressing in it, it does pick up, but that's not even a lot. It's like, how much, you see that? Like, it is pretty, but it's still, and we know Notoriously Morbid shadows are more pigmented than that. And so so I am disappointed, but part of me is like, just leave it alone and not say anything. Because I do feel like a problem child, and I keep waiting for them to be like, okay, we're taking you off our PR list. Because and I still have the first Web Weaver they sent me. I've been trying to figure out what to do with that one. But so I haven't even use this yet. So this is the next thing to use. And I could do probably like, no, I couldn't do that. I was thinking if I could put all 8, minusing this one, on my lid, because y'all know I do stuff like that. I put on a whole bunch of shadows. But it is a pretty shade, but and it has that dual chrome, so it's green and then it's purple, but it is just not usable. And I haven't watched Katie's video to see how hers was, but because they hand press their shadows, it may be different from palette to palette, you know what I mean? And I have never come across that in a Notoriously Morbid palette where a shade was just not usable because it was just so hard. But so that was new for me. So Janessa has a thing for Lethal, one of my in-house troll kin. Excuse me. So we're going to do a look with the Lethal palette. So we're going to put this aside. When I mentioned I had purchased something from my Kitco, and I keep forgetting her name. Somebody told me her name before. I want to say Julie Ruby. She's Asian and she's a bridal makeup artist. And I take what they say with a grain of salt because a bridal makeup artist is not the kind of makeup I want to do. And so they do always say what they specialize in. And so, but as far as her kit and stuff that she showed, I was like, that is really nice. And so one of the things that she had was my big brush buddy from my Kitco. And she said, make sure you get the base for it because otherwise it's just the outer shell. And so I forget what site I looked at, but they had a sale where it was the base and the kit together. And I'm like, oh, it was a good sale. So I purchased it because I put my brushes in here and other stuff in here. I did order another set of those brushes from Amazon. Y'all, this has got to work because I've been spending some money. So I did get this and I have it set up, everything in there. And also because there's a lot of space in it and there's pockets. There's a front pocket, side pockets. I have a lot of my disposable stuff in there. And in the front pocket, I have my skincare stuff in there. So I have things organized according to how I would possibly use them. And as I said, I did rearrange my kit again. And then I have like backups in my eSIM case. And that little caboodle that I showed you that I took with me to the conference, that's where my backup stuff is. And so everything is together. It took me like 2 hours early this morning to rearrange all of that. Also, I tried these lashes. You're going to see on Friday in that video. It does carry a lot. And with the, and I'll show it one day. And with the brushes, it was a 21-piece brush set. They fit in just 2 slots. And so that left me with 3 other slots. And so one of them I put my thing of cotton rounds, just like the whole thing I put in there. And then I put some microfiber cloths because I bought some new ones. I bought gray ones that are like this one. And I put like 4 on the other side. So there is a lot of space. And that is what confirmed for me, go ahead and get a second set of brushes. Because I really like those brushes and they're really soft and they seem to be good quality. If I have more than one face to do, you know, I'll have enough brushes to do somebody else's face. And so we're going to get started. Y'all, when I put on these lashes, I could not take myself seriously. And this is what they look like. And ironically, I was watching one of Debutante's videos the other day, and she did a lash application tutorial video, and I was cracking up like, yeah. But for my first time ever trying, I think I did okay, but it was still just, I saw where I needed to improve. And that's the thing, and I encourage y'all always try new things and just tweak it. And so doing that, I learned a lot. So for right now, we're going to put on the Fenty primer, and then I'm going to do some cream products. Y'all, this primer is down to here. And I opened this in March this year. So April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months. And the foundation too is like down to here. But this is what I've been using. So we're going to go ahead. So I'm going to... And is wanting to spit because and it is still some in here. What I noticed too is that because I'm not mixing the foundation with the primer, I'm needing like 3 pumps of each versus 2 pumps of each, which makes sense, right? So we're going to take this Ulta brush, and I was going to wait to do my brows till we got here, and then I said no, because then I'll be talking and it'll take me longer. But it takes me about 5 minutes to do my brows, because I am trying to get better at getting them symmetrical. And I think, well, even in here, this side is further in than this side, but I think it looks a little more symmetrical than usual. And it's challenging because my brows are not symmetrical. And even when I look at other people, I'm looking at their brows like, nice try. And it is difficult because sometimes when you try so hard to get stuff symmetrical, something still doesn't look right. Because like where I don't have no hair here, that's why this looks more red than it does up here. You know what I mean? And so they might be like, oh, your hair is too different colors, or it's not the right color brow pencil, but it's because I have no hair from here to here. And it's crazy that it looks red because I used the darkest one, and this shade is deep black. But on my complexion, it shows up red. And over my hair, it shows up like a mid-tone brown. Like, it's just weird. But we know sometimes things don't always look like what they say. Because first I was using the next one down, but that showed up like really red. So I said, let me get the black one, which shows up brown and red. Which actually, my hair is actually dark brown and red. So it makes sense in a way, but it doesn't make sense in that that's a dark black and it looks red. Hey Grace, we're just getting started with the face. We're going to use our lethal palette. Grace, I remember saying I needed to get that members video to you, but then I remembered you can get to it through your YouTube that you signed up under. Because that video, I went through all your comments today, Janessa, and I was just like, they really tried it. They really tried it with that kit and the process. But I am really glad it's over, and I'm really excited. I decided not to advertise to do kids makeup for Halloween, because when I Googled Halloween makeup for kids, they did some elaborate stuff. And I'm just like, I'm not elaborate. Yes, dear, you got your diamond. I'm just like, I ain't doing all that. And actually, I don't think they dress up here. It's like 70 to 75% Indian population in my community. And they just go to each other's houses, well, apartments, and get candy. They don't go outside of the community. And I don't think a lot of them even dress up. And I think it's ironic that them being Indian, like they celebrate Halloween, but then it's like when you're here, how they say it, when in Rome type of thing. But so this is what I've been doing. Where's my spatula? I've used this orange, and I do think it like took away my under eye discoloration, but y'all let me know today. And I like that better than this one. This one, I was creasing a lot more under here, and y'all see all my wrinkles. You see my double bag. Like, I'm not in denial. And so this is a bag down here. This side doesn't have it. This is flat. But you see like all of these wrinkles? This, I had to keep patting it out, particularly before I put powder on it, so that it wouldn't already be creased before I powdered down. But this one didn't crease as much. And maybe I got used to using less. Like, I don't know, because all of this has been a learning process. So take your spatula. Oh, I meant to get a paper towel. Let me dig one out of my makeup trash. I ruined a dishcloth because one of them palettes, I had so many colors of stuff on here. I put Dawn dish detergent on it. It did not clean it. And I took my dish rag and it ruined the dish rag. And so after I've been putting on here, I've been using a paper towel and wiping it off. Or I could use my cellar water and not use a dish rag, because these cream products, y'all, they ain't going nowhere. So I'm going to take this spatula. This is, not that it matters. I don't know where this came from. But I've been just scooping some, and a little does go a long way. Like, that is just a teeny tiny bit. Let me know if y'all color correct. And I'm only doing this because I feel like I need to learn it. But like for my personal use. And then with this, I've been just taking it inside of a paper towel to clean that off. And I still do wash it after everything is said and done, but just in between. And I'm going to, they potent. They are. they potent for real. And I think I'm going to use, you know what? I'm going to do the color correcting and then the foundation and then go in with contour stuff. Excuse me for that glare, because I was going to do the contour now, but then this covers up a lot of stuff. So, okay. So let me take this little brush that is stained from all this stuff. You color correct under your eyes and around your mouth. Grace, what shadow, what color do you use? And I know we're different complexions, because I've always heard use peach or salmon. That never worked for me. But when I put on this orange, it covered. And when I put on this orange, it covered. And we'll see today. It'll look a little funky till I put the concealer on, but it looked to me, you use orange. Yeah. So they're always saying like salmon or peachy, and it never worked for me. It always just made it look grayish. And so I'm like, that ain't never worked for me. And that's why I never got into color correcting, because it just looked gray. And so, yeah, this is what I used. And I'm like, okay. And so that's the thing too. So that's there. When they say use this, use that, and then you do, and then it's like, that don't look right. So yeah, it doesn't work for me either. And it's because they say, you know, orange cancels out blue. My under eye discoloration isn't blue. You see what I'm saying? So when they say stuff, I'm wiping this off, and y'all see how potent this is. Like this, I'm wiping this off of the brush. I don't color it often really, because I do mix concealers depending. I have not mixed concealers. I'm gonna wipe some more of this off. Because honestly, I don't mix anything. And it just so happens that what I use just happens to match me, which is great. But I know I'm going to have to eventually do this on other people. So even though, like, this is looking funky, I was just like, okay, well, trust the process. Because I always thought, and what they say is when you're balancing out a color, it'll just eliminate it. And I've heard people say, like, if they're putting like red here to cancel out green, they're saying it'll just balance out and it won't look red or green, but it still be looking red. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know what that means. I really don't. But then after all is said and done, everything is balanced out. But the way they say it is like, okay, this wouldn't even show up orange, according to what they say. But so thank you for being here with me to experiment. So yeah, that look cray-cray. That look cray-cray. That do. I'm going to take a little bit from what we smeared off the brush. And even though this is red down here, we're going to put the orange down here. I don't know why. I did it the other day. You know why I did it the other day? Because I thought this was blue and it was turquoise. And I was like, so then I put this on top of it. But after all was said and done, I'm like, you know what? So you see how this is kind of disappearing? Where under your eyes it wasn't? I feel like I'm making like weird faces. And I probably really am. So I'm looking at my under eye area. This is my darkest patch, like right here. My eyes were irritated in those videos, but I think it was from the 669 palette. We are going to have a moment of silence on my community tab for 669 after that video airs, because it's done. It's done. So now I'm going to take my paper towel and wipe this off of here. So that's that. And I'm going to turn this the other way. So now we're going to put on the foundation, the Fenty foundation. I am starting to sweat already, y'all. And this is spitting too, because it's near the bottom. Y'all, how come when I showed y'all I purchased those two Esom palettes, the number one, which is the matte one, and then the number two, which is Intensity, which is a shimmer one, why now are they both on sale as a set with a mascara for $139? The matte one was $80. The shimmer one was $120. So I spent $200, and now they're on sale for $139, and you get a mascara. Y'all know I'm tempted, right? I'm like, I should get one for me and leave that one for the kit. But then I know I don't really wear those colors. But I am very tempted just because it's the price, and I know that's not a good reason to buy stuff. But I'm just like, the PAO is 18 months. Because part of me was like, just try the ones that I have for the kit. Reach out and ask for a price adjustment or a return. I could do that. I'm trying to remember if I got it from the Esom site or somewhere else. But I'm tempted to purchase it for me, even though those aren't really my colors. See, so look at my under eye area, y'all. Is there any discoloration? I still see some orange right here. Is there still a dark patch right there? Like where I said was my darkest patch? So I think the orange like really is working. So let me know about my under eye area. I'm not easily offended. If it still looks dark, just say it still looks dark. And keep in mind too, you see the foundation now, but after it oxidizes, it is my perfect shade. Excuse me. So this is what we're doing. It looks real weird until it oxidizes, because it's like, girl, that ain't your shade. Just wait like another 90 seconds. And y'all be like, yep, that's her shade. And I know it's weird me using my viewfinder as a mirror because it looks like I'm looking off into space. So yeah, this does look ghastly. But once it settles, look, it's a red mark right there. So, how's my under eye looking, y'all? I just need to make sure I get all that orange off of there. Well, I should cover up the orange. I think it looks good. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. Is there still discoloration under my eyes? Why does that look orange right here? Face of 1,000 colors. So hard to say. Ah, you know what? That's a good idea, Deidre. Do one side next time with it and one side without. You know what? I wasn't pissed off, but I'm tempted to buy another set. And when you look at both of those palettes, each column, because one column is like a gray shimmer, and then the other palette is gray mattes, and then it's like a purple pink shimmer, and then a purple pink matte. So if you line up both the palettes together, you can see where each column is a look. And so that would be real easy as a makeup artist to just look at it and easily do colors like that. I mean, do looks based on them. They say they want purple, use the purple columns. You have your shimmers and your mattes. If they want a smoky look, do the gray and black one. If they want a greenish look, there ain't no green in there though. But I stopped using Eve some years ago because I was having a reaction to their darker shades. You're not late, Tanya. You right on time. Tanya, how's my under eyes looking? Do you see any discoloration? Because I did a thing, and since you just got here, you don't know what I did. But I'm thinking it looks good. I think. I do think it covers more than just the foundation by itself. And it is definitely a difference than when I put this on. Because this is not my tone. It's perfect for this part. But even here, it looks all... To me, it looks good. Thank you, Tanya. I did color correcting, Tanya. I put this under my eyes and also this area here. Double back, you know, it's concealed until I go like this, because then it's like, yeah, I'm still here. But up here, yeah, it does. Because nothing's going to conceal a bag. It'll conceal the shadow that makes the bag look more prominent. You know what I'm saying? So like here, you can't see the bag. But when I look down, because of the angle and the shadow, you still see the bag. So we're just using up the last of the foundation on here. Fresh-eyed. Ah, thanks, Tanya. Because I feel like going back to sleep. So we are, y'all, I'm nervous, but we're going to put this on. Because when I put this on, it was way too dark. It was way too dark. But I know I'm going to need to do this stuff. And then I'm like, I could have just stuck with powder products. Like, I don't know why I felt like I needed to have cream stuff. So that's that little bit on there. And we're going to put this on the palette. So this is what I've been playing with like all week. Thank you, Sunzere. And we're going to wipe this off again. Okay, so I'm going to take the edge of the brush. This is what I've been doing. I should use a different brush, but we don't. So I've been taking the edge of the brush and just tapping it. Which one did I dip into? And watch how deep this is. And it's only, you can barely see it, right? But look, this ain't no joke. This is no joke. This ain't no joke. And so then I just been tapping and feathering upward a little bit. But it's just, this ain't no joke. And I like that this one, I like that this one is almost my skin tone, because when I use that darker one, when I use this one, and I'm saying I should have used a different brush, because that way if I needed more help with blending, I can just use this that had my foundation on it, versus now I'm putting the color correcting stuff on it. And so it's there, but it's not there. And because you can already see my natural hollow anyway, it's like, okay, what's different? You know what I'm saying? So it's like a there, not there, which makes this one a perfect one for me to practice with. But yesterday, when I put on this dark one, thank you, Sarah. I was just like, and because I had did contour for here, I ended up just like brushing it down, and it looked good. But then when I reached to put something in the kitchen, I saw like this. It was a clear, like this was all dark brown, and then you had the yellow on my neck. I was just like, okay, like this is crazy. So, because they always say take it down your neck, which I don't, because my neck is not the same shade, and so I'm just lightly dabbing because this you don't need a lot with these cream products. Like this, not at all. And so it is definitely a learning curve. I love it when all y'all get along. Like that little bit, like look at this. So I am using the flat part of the brush now and I had foundation on it just to blend this down. But you do not need a lot. And so it's good that these last a long time because you do not need a lot of this at all. Not at all. So I'm dabbing the tip of it in. And I just need to be careful. And one thing they had said to us, among the many things they said to us, is keep the mirror away from your client. Because sometimes it is just trust the process. Because how I was looking crazy yesterday, but then once I fixed it, it looked fine. Because you don't want to freak out the client. Because we know we need to trust the process, but they always don't. So that's the forehead. And of course, sweep up with the contour, even though it's blending into my skin tone. But that deeper shade, y'all, I was just like, ooh. And I still want to practice with it again, but I do think it is just really too dark for me. And I do this because then I come down here, as y'all know, but taking the foundation side because even this shade, and I should just leave it. I just got a call. A long involved call. Now I'm far behind. Okay, thank you. And I should be okay with leaving it dark because look at that line, y'all. I should be okay with leaving it dark because it's like underpainting because I am going to put the Fashion Fair powder on top of this. You know what I'm saying? But and then I go back and feather. And I don't even like working with cream products. So I don't even know why I felt the need to do this. And I think it's because that's what they were doing in the class. Right. The oxidation, right? Because this is my shade. But at first it's like, okay, you looking kind of ghastly. But then once it settles in, it's perfect. So I'm just blending this under my chin. Look at this, y'all. This stuff. Because for me, y'all know I don't do cream stuff. I use bronzers as bronzers and contours. And look at this line right here. And I'm using a flat side to have foundation on it. And blush and highlighter. So part of me is like, why did I buy all that cream stuff? Because I'm going to use it, damn it. I'm going to use it. So when you see here, it looks good. But then like when I turn all the way, you can see where it's not. But who should be looking all like that? And that's my thing when they say take the foundation down to your neck. If you're going to cut it off with contour bronzer, even if I had foundation down here, you would still see this cutoff mark. You see what I'm saying? And so I don't fully understand like why they say take foundation down your neck, if you're going to do a contour. I don't bronze or contour very rarely. I can't seem to buy the right colors. It is challenging because if it's too cool, you're going to look ashy. If it's too dark, you're going to look toasty. And that's another reason that I just use bronzer as bronzer and contour. And I am starting to sweat. So that is it for that color. And I'm going to take another part of this paper towel and wipe this off. And we're going to go into, I don't remember what I used this one for. I don't know. We're going to go into the Makeup Forever. I don't know why I always struggle opening this because it's really easy. And we're going to take this again just so you can see that it is not that bright. And I was a little disappointed that it wasn't that bright. And I took too much. That is way too much. Your last bronzer could be used as the foundation color. Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty cool, though. So we're going to put that on the palette. We're going to wipe off this because then we're also... Y'all, I feel like a scientist over here. And then we're going to take this one because we're going to use this one as a highlight. I don't normally, but you're getting into it now. I be seeing you, sons, right? Oh, I went into the wrong one. I went into this one. All right, let's just stay in there. Okay. Because we're going to use this for a highlighter. So this side is bronzer and contour. Excuse me, this side is highlight and blushes. And so we're going to put this on a different area on our palette. So this is the blush and this is going to be our highlighter. So y'all, this is what I've been doing, and it's a lot of work. But I know as I get more comfortable with it, and I know as I get more comfortable with it, it'll go quicker. Some people do look like they have a floating head, like the neck and chest is red, but the face is warm. I know, because this looks good, right? But then when I turn, it's like, something ain't right. And it was darker yesterday, y'all. It was. We're going to use the same brush. We're going to tap the edge. I learned the hard way. Just tap the edge because this stuff, whew. And I'm no longer on Makeup IG. And they be trying to tempt me to come back because they're like, oh, post your stuff on Instagram. And I'm like, all the issues, if y'all been here, y'all remember. I was having a lot of issues. Every other month, Instagram was doing something funky to my account. So this is that bright orange. That's this. Now, granted, this is the side that had the foundation on it. And so I'll tap the tip of the brush in, and I'll tap it on. And then I'll go back and blend. So it looks good like this. I don't like my whole face looking dewy, and so I do still set it. But once I put on the Fashion Fair powder, it's not going to really look like much is there. But this is still going to look two-tone, which is kind of crazy. So this is with the contour and the blush. And I do like the look. I just don't like looking shiny. So we're going to take the tip of the brush again into the highlighter. Okay. These highlighters, I will say, are there, not there. It adds like just the right amount of shine. Instagram is disrespectful to some for no reason. Yeah, they be like, oh, leave a review here on Instagram. I'm like, I'm not going back on my makeup Instagram. And so then I'll just kind of pull this down and use the side of the brush. And so you see that glow, right? So even though it didn't look like a color, look at that glow. So we're going to tap a little bit more in. So I do like this highlighter, but everything is going to get covered up once we set it with powder. But look at that glow from... This is pretty. This part, just don't look down here. So we're going to wipe the palette off again for no particular reason, because I think we're done with it now. You know why? Because it's easier to clean it when it's not moist. But I am going to still wash that later, and I'm still going to wash this later. So that was this, and this is what I've been doing, and I'm starting to sweat. So, and I do think my under eyes look better. This is that brush that had, I shouldn't do this because this had that orange on there. Yeah, let me get a clean brush. And it doesn't crease a lot. That palette that came with the kit, that creased a lot. So I'm just trying to get out some of the creases before I set it with powder. So that's what I'm doing right now. Oh, I am sweaty. I even bought another portable fan, y'all, for my clients. So we're going to take the Fashion Fair. I need to turn my thermostat down because I am like seriously sweating. Oh my God. Excuse me for elbowing you in the face. I think it's on 78, which is too warm for me. This is the one we just used for sweat. We're going to use the clean one to apply the powder. I usually go first where I put the concealer, even though I have like cream stuff all over. I missed a comment. I saw it was Tanya that said something. Yeah, that stuff in that kit was suspicious. I'm like, and I don't care that it's white label, but at least put your own label on it or say what it is. It's just like, because for people who don't have makeup, they would be like, what the hell is this? Because some of that stuff, I was like, what the hell is this? That beige foundation palette, I'm like, what the hell? I thought it was a concealer palette, but even with that, it's like, who needs 20 shades of beige? And so you can still see the stuff underneath But it's very there, not there, in my opinion. And y'all know I do like a little bit more color. I'm going to put this here just to see if this will not make this look so different, which it is going to look different because I am like, how many different shades? So this is what I've been doing. You saw that palette, Tanya, 20, and they had the nerve to say that was a foundation palette. And I did order one from MAC, which is on back order, and they sent the email saying it was taking longer to get than they thought, and so they might just refund me, which I think I'll be okay with that. And it was 4 rows, and 3 were beige, and then like the third row was tan, and the bottom row was dark. And the one that was in the kit, even if they had one dark row, that would be fine because you mix the dark with the light to get your mid-tone shades. And so I do understand the concept, but all of those beige shades, there's no way you're going to get anything dark out of there. So that's what the issue was with that. And I'm like, I think it was ridiculous. Like, you want to send me this beige ass palette? So, and then I've been taking, so this is the face. And I do like how my under eyes look. I still do see a tad bit of discoloration here, but I think it's a lot less than before. Like before I started putting the orange under there. So I think that may be something I'll do. I can still see the contour a little bit. I see the blush a little bit. I see that highlighter. And I'm just like, this is kind of cool. So then what I've been doing, I've been taking this one. And I don't know why, because I already set the face. I do know why, because I wanted more color. So I'm going to go into this shade, and we're going to go straight in, and we're just going to just do some light contouring. But look at this shade, y'all. And even though it looks kind of ashen and gray, a contour is supposed to create a shadow, and that does create a shadow. And so I do like it for that. Like, it's doing what it's supposed to do. So this is just really going on top of where I put the cream, which already has Fashion Fair powder on it. And then I've been taking the tip of the brush again and going into this one. So y'all, I have not even been using my House Lab stuff. I haven't been using the Sigma stuff that Grace sent me because I'm really just trying to get a feel for these. And they do say when you buy a new product, look at that. Y'all, that's this one. And this is matte, by the way. And they do say, you know, when you get something new, use it, you know, learn the formula. And so that's what I've been doing for like the last week. But even with this, and I have the darker one too, I'm like, why did I get all them cream products? But I know they will come in handy. And for someone who has more mature skin or dry skin, it is ideal to use. We're going to go in on the side of the brush, not the top of the brush, not the tip. And we're going to put this here. So this just kind of livens up what I covered up with the Fashion Fair. You see what I mean? So it's still there, not there. But it's just a little bit more. And this does seem to mattify. So that's what that looks like. So this is without, and this is with this powder. And so I can see me using these. And also for some people, when you do their makeup, the more stuff you use, they're just like, oh, wow, like they're really working. And I'm just like, Because it is a lot of steps though. You know what I mean? Like that was a lot. We did color correcting, foundation, cream contour, cream blush, cream highlight, set the face, and now powder contour, powder highlight, and powder blush. It's just like, why are we doubling up? Because we got a lot of products to use. I spent some money. We're going to use this stuff, y'all. But, and you can spray it down, and I did buy the sanitation spray. So this is this. It's not, the blush is there, not there. And I do want more for blush, but some people don't like a lot of blush. And so I'm keeping in mind, it's not just what I like. But definitely this eye look we're going to do is going to be all me. So we used 3 shades out of here, and this is what we got. This is the face. So we're going to put that down. Y'all, I am sweating. I am sweating. Let me wipe off the sweat, then we're going to spray the face and get into the eye look. This is the brush that I used to dab sweat earlier. It's going to get used. Deirdre, I spent so much freaking money. It's ridiculous. And I'm still contemplating getting the Easton set again, because it'll keep as long as I don't open it. You know what I'm saying? And even once open, it's good for 18 months. But then I keep saying those aren't my colors because I like more, excuse me, bold colors than that. People that don't like blush, a lot of blush are suspect too. Yeah, some of them looks, y'all. I'm like, it wasn't me. Those videos are scheduled on Thursdays and Saturdays. My reactions to the feedback. So y'all want to see some stuff and be like, "Oh, girl," and I'm gonna be like, "I know," but and some stuff I was just like, "Ooh, girl." The tutor was like, "I really love it." And I'm like, so it's just really strange. And I was reminded that everything is subjective. Everything is subjective because watching, I'm still going through the bonus lessons. I am, I think, at like 87%. There's a lot of bonus stuff, and I have been watching them because I have still been learning a lot. But she was, and these were done in 2001, 2002. So the one I just watched, she was talking about um, trends for 2002. And one of them was graphic liner, doing a double wing, and pastels were out again, and doing, you know, the harsh lip liner, lip type thing. And she was saying how she likes graphic liner, but only if it's done right. And I'm like, who's to say what's right? And that reminded me that it's subjective. Like, just because she might not like it doesn't mean that it's wrong. Hey, Emily. And so, and that's what the concept here is. Just do what you want to do and rock it, and don't care too much about what the beauty community says. But I had to do what they say for the class, and I did that. But in my mind, I'm like, who are you to say that it's wrong? They need to update their bonus stuff. I think they did that because it was COVID, and they were also, because she keeps talking about virtual tours, and so I'm thinking it was when stuff was still shut down because of COVID. Um, and it might also now be why it's just like added on for bonus material and not included in the class. And so I do understand why it's there. But I'm like, who are you to say it? She's like, I only like it when it's done right. Who are you to judge if it's right? And so it's just subjective, you know, and according to her style, because her makeup looks are there, barely there, and she primarily does bridal makeup, which is there, not there. So I'm like, so consider the source is what I'm trying to say. When someone says they like something or don't like it, or they're casting a judgment like it's not right or it's wrong, consider the source. If this isn't your style, then of course you're going to say it's not done right because you don't like it, period, because you don't do this. This isn't one of your aesthetics. And so that's why I'm like, try all the things and then do what you like for yourself. Because people will have you thinking, oh, you didn't do it right or it's wrong, blah, blah, blah. And it's not that it's wrong. It's just not their preference. And your preference may be different. It's very subjective. It's all in preference. Yup, Tanya. And so having been through all the schooling I've been through, GED, bachelor's, master's, doctorate degree, and in between I got certificates in the social service field. So I know, just learn what they want you to know and then just do what I feel is best for my clients. And in this case, for me, like how I want my face to look. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. But it took me a while to get there because some people, they really do believe this is how you have to do it. And I'm like, no, you don't. So I'm going to just pull out. What's weird to me, a little off topic, I only have 3 of these. And I'm like, how come I don't have 4? Because I was looking for another one. I really only have 3 of those, which is freaking weird. So I'm going to take out Esom V27s. I don't know if we're going to use 3 or 4 of them. For our transition, I'm going to take out a Scott Barnes number 62, this brush. I look toasty. Why do I look toasty? Oh, you know why I'm toasty? Because of that, this thing. This is on my forehead. I'm looking at my forehead like, why am I toasty? But I think it's pretty. I look like I've been out in the sun. Y'all, I don't be nowhere. I don't be nowhere. So I do kind of want to take this one in a corner, but I think it's going to be really light. And that shade is Queen. So we're going to take that one. Even like just these 3 would be nice. But we're going to take Queen. We're going to see if we can get all these on and not look cray-cray. But cray-cray is sometimes what we do. So we're only going to put just a little bit right there. Thank you, Janessa, for loving Lethal, because I'm like, I have not used that Notoriously Morbid palette yet. I have not used. I did get through the Pride palette, y'all. That video was scheduled to air, and I'm excited because I think we did 5 looks, I think. And we used all the shades in the Pride palette. And I'm excited about that because I'm just like, there's a lot of freaking shadows. And so, all right, so that's going to be there. Put that brush down. We're going to take this shade, and this one is Heather. Speaking of Heather, that was a lot of shadows. Where's Brooklyn Queen in LA? Wait a minute, is this a dual chrome? This is the one we're using. Oh, that's this. Oh, you know, I think she might be at work. Even though there's a time change. But I do think she's at work this time. She had mentioned it before, like sometimes why she can't be here. That yellow inside, yeah, it fooled me, Tanya. That yellow is looking really yellow. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take, ooh, I didn't add more Heather on here, but we're going to overlap. And I knew that yellow was gonna be bold. Y'all, Lethal don't play. What I was thinking about, y'all like how I'll just be switching topics, right? But this is still Heather. We're gonna layer that. That looks blue on top of the yellow. Oh my gosh. What I was thinking for my kit is Natasha Denona's end of year sale, because her palettes have a 12-month PAO. Just getting a few select palettes of hers, because her year-end sales sometimes they come out to buy one get one free, and that can be for my kit. But then if somebody wants color, it's not a lot of color. I do want to get a Circle Loco for my kit, but I don't have a quote-unquote rainbow palette. Like if somebody wants pastels or something. And so I was thinking also, I'm trying to, these little flecks of fallout I can see and it's distracting me. I was thinking of building another, not anytime soon, another Lethal palette with like all shimmers, because y'all know Lethal shadows be showing up and showing out. So having Natasha Denona for just like the regular stuff, and then having Lethal for if somebody wants color. All right, we're gonna put that brush down, and now we're gonna take this shade right here, which is Biome, this shade. Look at that. Ooh. And I could have took a bigger brush for this, because this is gonna go, is that blending in? Or you're gonna use quality products for your clients, a Circle Loco? Yeah, and if I do get the other Natasha ones, I'm thinking, but then of course I have to see what the sale is. I was thinking Biba, but then I decided against it because I have that matte Esom palette. But I'm thinking I need a warm. I did finally place a Sephora order using the $100 gift card. These two shades, that looks like one. This is the first half of the lid, and this is what we're putting on now. And it does, you can tell they're different because this one shifts like a purple, pink, blue, and this one shifts orange and purple, orange and green, I mean. This is nice. But I do want a Circle Loco because the colors are so vibrant. But then if I were to build a Lethal palette with shimmers, they do blend well together. I love Lethal's formula. That might satisfy that. But if the Natasha one is on sale, that would be more cost effective than the Lethal palette, because I think the 669 dupe I did was a little over $100. I think like $120, which is what Natasha's is. But if she's having like a buy one get one free type sale, or buy one get one 40% off type sale, that would make that more cost effective than building another Lethal palette. You see what I'm saying? And I am going to wait for her year end sale, because I bought enough stuff, and I want some paying clients before I keep buying more stuff. Even I do want that Esom set, but I don't think that would be a good purchase because I don't wear those types of tones, and I don't want to open the ones I have because that'll start the time ticking. So we're going to put that brush down, and we're going to take the Scott Barnes brush, and we're going to go into Replica, this shade down here. So we're going to go straight in, and we are going to put up, oh, whew, okay. That kind of puffed up a little bit. Kind of surprised me. Ooh, okay. We gonna fix it. Y'all know we gonna fix it. And we're gonna take this a little bit up here. It doesn't seem so pretty like cotton candy. I know these shadows. I just love Lethal's formula. So we're gonna blend this in because that just was like I don't know what happened. But up here for this area, it's like they're barely there. Sons of Ray, I really like your videos and your lives because you do just try things and do new things, and I really like that because sometimes I get bored with YouTube when everybody's doing like the same thing, or if it's a certain palette, you know, I've seen the look 10 times on 10 different people, and I like that your channel is different, and so I appreciate that about what you do here on YouTube. So I just wanted to let you know that. Unicorn inspired. So as deep as this is showing up here it's not showing up like in my transition area, which is kind of cool. I think I just hit myself in the face with this brush. I can see it over here though, but why is it not showing up? Maybe it's the lighting. So this is this look. I don't dare put this for brow bone, and I'm wondering if that's dual chrome too, because that looks like a really bright shade, just like that gold look like a bright shade. And because I have that bump here, when I go like this, it looks very bright, whereas over here it doesn't. I'm gonna talk to the dermatologist about that, Milia, see if she can remove that one. So this is what we got, y'all. Simple and easy. Oh, you know what we need to do? So we use all 4 of these shades right here, and I am sweating, y'all. I am sweating. And I have a fan here, but then if I turn it on, it's going to blow in my face. It's going to make my eyes tear. So what are we going to do for lower lash line? This is the first thing I pulled. This is Pool Shark. So let's take Pool Shark. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Because I do really firmly believe YouTube needs more variety than the stuff that... But you know what? People just get comfortable with what they do. And some people, they don't want to experiment. They don't want to experiment because, you know, what if people don't like it? And that's why I say what I say. Just wear what you want to wear and just rock it. And don't care too much about what are people going to say? Are they going to like it? Somebody's always going to be critical. Somebody's always going to give unsolicited advice. Somebody's always going to not like something you do. And if they don't like it, they can just click off. But just appreciate that somebody's trying something different. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people won't. And I hear a lot, oh, I started this look and I didn't like it, so I started over. And I'm like, you didn't learn anything. All you learned is how to quit. Like, make it work. We all have value in this space. Exactly. And I just wish that more people would realize there's space for everyone, even if their aesthetic is different than yours. What is her name? Melissa. She changed her channel. I had mentioned her before. She's younger than me. She has Asperger's. She wears super bold. She wears makeup. I'm going to go on a limb here and say more bold than Janessa's. And I say it that way because the looks that Melissa does, it doesn't always look like the colors work together. But that's her aesthetic. Like how I'll do stuff and be like, we're going to do something funky, but funky in a good way. Melissa's stuff, sometimes it is just so bold, where like Janessa, her looks to me always look cohesive, whereas Melissa's always don't, but that's her style. And I appreciate that she does that, because she's like, wear what you want to wear. If you don't like it, you can click off my video. I'd be like, oh, okay, girl. Like, she's just adamant, like she gonna do what she do. And I love her channel for that, because it is just doing what you do, and either people will appreciate it or they won't. We're going to take Stay the Night. This is a little bit darker. I'm guessing it's blue. And we're going to put this on our inner rims. And so I'm always excited when I see somebody. She does some wild fun looks, right? And her personality. And it just trips me out, because I didn't get this way until I was in my 40s. When I was like, you don't like it? Stay away from me. Might find a new technique, trying new things. Yeah, exactly. And I want to say she's in her 20s, but I'm not sure. And part of me is like, you know what? I wish I would have been like that in my 20s. But then I'm like, no, because I learned a lot of things along the way. You know what I'm saying? But I just love that for her to be her age. And she's like, you don't gotta like it. If you don't like it, you don't gotta be here. Blah, blah. And she talks really fast too. But I like her channel for that. I like stuff that's different. And I'm to the point now where I don't even watch new release stuff. Not to say new release stuff, but when a palette comes out and everybody buys it right away, all the looks are the same. All the looks are the same. You can tell from the thumbnail. So I won't even watch the video. I'm like, can you show me something different? And that's what I love about Grace's videos, Joe Beauty 87. You're gonna see something different with that palette. It's not gonna be the same look that 10 other people did. And part of why I'm here is to show different things. You know what I'm saying? Even with the I Need a Warm, like do something different than the other 10 people. But then, people, they do what they like, and there's room for everybody. We each have our audience, and it just is what it is. But yeah, so I gravitate to people who do something different. Show me something different. And even if it's not my style, like I am not as bold as Melissa, but I appreciate what she does. And it leads me to watch her videos. You know what I'm saying? So, lower lash line. Let me take out two Fenty 220 brushes. I want to use that white, y'all, but that white is going to be like super, super bright. I already know it is. But if we use it, we can say we use every shade in there. I'm putting, this is Pull Sharp. We're going to put some more closer in this corner. But, so it is really interesting, even watching the bonus stuff, like the things they say and the things that she does. And I'm just like, that ain't going to work for everybody. No one thing works for everybody, period. We are going to take that white just because. Excuse me. No one thing works for everybody. This white here is Idle. This is going to be loud. And I'm sweaty, so it's like just running everywhere. I'm going to just bring it down because it's going down anyway. It's going down now, y'all. Dang. And it's looking like this because it's over the green. But I don't know if this is a dual chrome or not, because lethal shadows be tricking me. Just like that, this pink tricked me. But it does look nice over this green. Here's a question. Do y'all put gel liner on your lower lash line? Because I know a lot of people put shadow under their lower lash line, but they don't put a gel liner first. And I put the gel liner because, one, it might change the color of the shadow I'm putting there. But not just for that reason, but I put it there to give the shadow something to stick to. Do y'all use gel pencil liners on your lower lash line? Or do you just put shadow underneath, or neither one? So that's the question for right now. Let me see if I missed any comments. Yep. And yeah, I think I did say, yeah. Watch people that do things different than how you do, and you might learn something. This is looking kind of funky right here. You know what? From when I was dabbing, there's like no foundation right here. I think when I dabbed with this brush, I think I lifted foundation off. Y'all see this pink spot? That's my skin. Not that my skin is pink, but this spot, there is no makeup right there. When I dabbed it, it just pulled it right off. There is nothing there. Do I dare use a foundation brush that has bronzer, blush, and highlighter on it? There is nothing right here. Oh, man. But we're going to keep on rolling. I made it worse. Look, now it's pink right here. Ooh. Do I care, though? Not really. If I was going somewhere, I would take more foundation and just put right there. Damn it, now it's bothering me because I keep looking at it. We're going to see if Fashion Fair powder will do something with a lipstick applicator. Because it's just that spot, like right there. Only gel liner sometimes, says Sarah. No eyeshadow because your eyes run sometimes. Yeah, that's the thing. That is a thing. So I'm just I think that helped a little bit, that Fashion Fair powder. And what did Tanya say? Strictly color liner, safer for me. Yeah. And mine does get funky looking when my eyes tear. Because then when I dab it, it just pulls. Oh, thank you, Kim. Kat, I'm sorry. Thank you, Kat. Because then it does look funky under there. Because when I dab it, like how the brush pulled off all the makeup here, when I dab underneath, sometimes it just pulls everything off. And so it's it ain't much to do either. Just, I don't know. I mean, it does what it does. So we are going to take another I think I want to take this shade to put underneath. So we use this on the first half of the lower lash line. We're going to take this one again just to see what it looks like over that green. That pool shark shade. Oh, it made it look rich. Ooh. And we're going to overlap with that first shade. Oh, I like it. And actually, it kind of just looks like that. But when you turn, you can see it's further down. So it is on the... I spread it heavily under my eyes, so I'm minimal under the eyes. Yeah, I don't sweat a lot underneath, but my eyes tear. Sometimes they tear up and sometimes they tear down. And when they tear down, it just wipes all of this off. It just wipes it all away. I am going on top of the liner, and I'm also coming beneath the liner. And so that's why it looks like it's blown down. I like that. Oh, I like this. And I need to be careful too when I do this because sometimes shadow will puff up into my eye. Not so much with this brush because it's tapered, but other brushes sometimes it will. So now we're going to take the brush that had that matte green. We're not adding anything else to it. We're just going to sweep this way and sweep this way just in case there's any loose shadow. This will pick it up. And this eye is starting to tear. You see how that's traveling down? Yeah, that's what happened. So you know what? Let's just leave it. This stuff be looking real good for a hot minute and then... Yeah, so this is traveling down because it's tearing over here. Because I didn't bring it all the way over to here, but that's where it is because... Yeah, so what else are we going to do? So we use all 5 shades of these. Yay, me. I used all the 669 Lethal Shadows. So, oh, mascara. Some of those clips, I forgot to put on mascara. I think I was just so excited for the look that I forgot to put on mascara. And I'm just like, girl, like, what is happening to you? So, there are too many cat ladies on YouTube. Everyone calls me too. But I'm glad you said call you Cat, though, because I appreciate that. Because I'm a consistent hoe. I will keep saying the same thing and doing the same thing every single time unless I'm corrected. And then I just have to make a mental note to not keep making that same mistake. Because I am consistent. So I need to know if the person wants me to know. Oh, we need shadow, well, not shadow, liner for our upper lash line. I think this will blend in. I think I want to do a green. What do y'all think, y'all? Green, this is Inglot number 86. Yeah, let's do that one. Bring some more life and color to this look. Grab my 210 from MAC. Oh, yep, it's tearing upward too. You see how this is in the inner corner? Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. And I don't want to do this because it might just pull it off. I am just trying to press. Y'all, I be going through some lipstick applicators. So thank y'all for being here because I know we didn't have a topic. And I'm like, okay, I have these 2 palettes I didn't use. Because normally I don't just do a whole look on here, do I? I don't think I do that. I know other people do. Sons of Ray is good at that, doing live streams and doing her videos. I mean, that didn't make sense. Doing looks while she's doing her live stream. And I'm surprised I got through this look because sometimes I forget what I'm even saying. I'm still working on my wings, Janessa. I think I got the baby wing. But then look, when I smile, you can't see it. It's like in the crease. And watch the other side be janky. So I don't have the swoosh. You like the green underneath? I know, just add a little funk just to add something, right? That's what I'm saying, y'all. I wish they had these in smaller jars. The PAO is 9 months for these. And the red one I have is the second one because it dried out. And even though they say you can put Doraline in it to revive it, or Mayron has a mixing medium, here's my thing. If it's past the period, you should keep it. Why revive it? Right? I mean, that's what my brain says. And I do pay attention to stuff like that because I have sensitive skin. But if it's saying it should be dead in 9 months, why when it dries at 9 months am I going to revive it? You know, I don't know. And I did order Doraline a while ago, and then they canceled my order. So I don't know if the seller ran out or what. And I took that as me not supposed to have it. Because I had one way back and I never used it because I was scared. Because of my sensitive skin. And I'm like, if I put this on my, in my mascara to revive it or my eyeliner to revive it, am I going to have an issue with it? And I never wanted to take the chance. And so the one I had actually, and I had opened it, so it actually had went bad. And so when I finally said, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and try it, they refunded me. So I'm like, okay, I ain't supposed to have it. Because I'm like, if it's supposed to be dead, just let it be dead. And I knew Janessa, this side was not going to come out right. So I'm just trying to thin it out, at least to get it to a point. This side is straight. This side has the swoosh. Can't have everything. So now we're going to put on, y'all, I am loving this mascara, this Beyond mascara. So much so that when I used this Lashy Doll from Lancome, I was just like, And I used to love this one, I still do, but this right here, I also learned a tip for me. Let me make sure I'm not missing comments. I learned a tip for me. Do my bottom lashes first. Because when I do the bottom, this is up here, and because I have all this puffiness, if I have mascara on my upper lashes, sometimes it would transfer up to here. Why is my eyeliner transferred? I see a piece of green, that eyeliner up there. Which brush did I use for that? Was it the pink? Yeah, because I see a dot right here from the eyeliner. And that's what happens if I make the line too thick. So I'm tapping straight into that pink shade. And this is an easy fix. Just put more shadow on top of it. So that's the easy fix. But so that's something I learned too, is do the bottom lashes first. And how we had that transfer from the liner on my upper lash line, that's why I do try and get as thin a line as possible, because it is a chance that it'll transfer, because I have all that puffiness going on in my transition area. I'm excited for y'all to see my reactions to the feedback and some of those looks, because some of the looks I was just like, And my tutor was like, that is great. I'm just like, But it still felt good though. And it depends on what you're looking for. Because one look she said she can see on the runway. And another look she said was like really editorial, which is like out of the box type stuff that people wouldn't dare do. But even me looking at it, I'm like, I don't know about that one. But it was nice to have to try new things, because those were homework assignments. And so if you want to graduate, you got to do your homework. And so look at this mascara, y'all. Look at that. I love this. When they send me another thing saying what I want, I'm going to be like, mascara. Because usually we can pick, it's either 3 or 4 things. I want to say 4, because I had those 3 skincare things and a mascara, so that was 4. But I'm definitely going to ask for this mascara again. But look at, y'all, this mascara. And when they talk about mascaras in the course, let me see if I'm missing comments. They say don't, well, not that they say don't, but they say you don't need to. Hey, Locke, this is Beyond Mascara. It should be a link down below. The company is City Beauty. I am in their partnership program, and the link is affiliated. It's expensive. It's $35. But in the class and even in the Zoom stuff, because one of the bonus Zoom things was her favorite drugstore stuff. And she doesn't believe in paying a lot for mascara. I don't believe in paying a lot for lip liners or eyeliners. The pen eyeliners. And that's why I use MAC, because I got those on sale. And I was using NYX for a while, and the Sephora ones, which we know Sephora sometimes has 30% off their stuff. But I just don't believe in spending a lot for lip liners and eyeliners. Pencil eyeliners. Because y'all know I do prefer the gel from Inglot, because they have all those fun, funky colors. Okay, Lot. I appreciate you popping in. But look at this mascara. I'm like, yo, this is nice. This is nice. Like, it just does all the things. And I don't look for a mascara to do a lot. But this like volumizes and makes my lashes look longer. And for the ones I have trouble reaching, I just spike it on the inner and outer corner. Well, particularly the inner corner. But look at this mascara, y'all. Wow. So now all we have left is our lip. Um, she was also giving like her drugstore foundation favorites. But the thing to keep in mind is that when you're building a kit, they say you only need maybe 4 or 5 foundations because then you mix. And I keep saying I'm going to practice mixing to like match myself, even though I have foundations that match me. But that's Sea Queen. We're not going to do Sea Queen. Let's see. Ooh, this is dark purple from Sephora. This MAC one is almost done, y'all, but I do have a backup. I used it the other day. I had to dip in like 5 or 6 times. So I'm like, I know that one is almost done. Or we could go really nude with Atomic Shaker. But y'all know I'm feeling the purple because it's dark. Or we could even do Dark Forest, which is green. Now, they would say do a nude lip because the eye is colorful. But y'all know I ain't like that, so... So, what say you, people? Trolls that are watching. A hiccup in the belch. Go, girl. Excuse me. Dark purple. Oh, that's pretty. Dark green. Oh, that's pretty. Or nude. What do y'all say? And I realized I purchased the foundations that they suggested, the ones that are in the pro kit. Cat says purple. But then I realized when I was doing my neighbor's face, I realized that it's only one that's warm tone, all the rest are neutrals. And so it was hard to match her, but we evened it out because y'all know we be finagling things. We did even it out, but I wasn't able to get her correct tone because she doesn't have a neutral undertone. And what's ironic is somebody in one of the classes, Deirdre says purple, we're going to do the purple. And it's actually called dark purple, number 52. I don't know if they changed the numbers because Sephora, I'm thinking they reformulated. Their cream lip stain liquid lipsticks. It's like a whole new thing. Janessa says purple too. And now they're $16. They were like $11, I think. And so I keep trying to see a sale, but I'm not seeing any sales. And so I'm guessing they reformulated it. I'm hoping they did, and they're just not trying to trick us. So I don't even know if the numbers are the same. But in one of the lessons, she was saying most undertones are olive. And then in the bonus stuff, she's saying most undertones are neutral. And I'm like, can y'all just like say the same thing? But anyway, but I did notice out of the 5 foundations, and thankfully some were just the small jars for less than $16. But I noticed they were all neutrals. And I'm like, so I did order color adjusters. I think they were like $10 a piece. Y'all, all that stuff I showed y'all I got. Look at these lashes. Like, look. These lashes, y'all. So, yeah, I did order more stuff, and I ordered face gems. So, I'm going to do another haul video of more stuff. Y'all like, girl, you already spent, I know, a lot of money. I just have a thing where whatever's coming, I want to be ready. And I've always been that way. Sometimes to my detriment. Because then when stuff didn't work out, I'm stuck with a bunch of stuff. But I am confident that this is going to work out. And because I purchased stuff that has a long POA, it can keep. And so that's why I'm thinking of Natasha Denona palettes, because they have a 24-month POA. The stuff that's... Hey, Tony! Why am I feeling like I mentioned you earlier? I think it was Heather I spoke about earlier. Because them palettes I put in the kit from subscription boxes from before, I don't even know if those are still any good. Because when I first got them, I did open them and then close them right back up. But still, I'm like, I don't know. My lip lining straight. And you know what? This might be as straight as it's going to get. I don't want to overline too much, because then it's obvious. This side is coming down right here. But this is my lip line, y'all. I'm on my lip line. And that's what makes me doing my own brows challenging, because I tend to just follow how they are, and they're not symmetrical. Oh my gosh, y'all. I came down too far. Let me stop talking. There's like a dip going up right here. I think we're going to leave it, I say, as I go back in. Oh, all right. All right, y'all. This is our, oh, I like that. Y'all, I love that y'all love dark lips as much as I do. So, y'all, we done did cream contour, cream blush, cream highlighter. We did color correcting. We did the primer, the foundation, and then we went in with powder, contour, blush, and highlight. We did a lot of stuff today. Sprayed the face. Eye primer, we used all 5 of these shades, and they made a cohesive look. And then we did the lip, put on this mascara that I am like really loving. Oh, let me tell y'all this. Why am I whispering like it's a secret? She sent us an email of all of the upcoming sales, so that, well, for me, I did put them in my calendar. They are, if you're interested in this mascara, just wait. They're having a sale coming up, and I will post on my community tab, and I may or may not mention it in a video, but they're having a sale coming up where I think these might be buy one, get one free or something like that. These are $35 a piece. So buy one, get one free would be like $17 and some cents. That's when I would buy these if you were interested in this. And there's a couple more sales coming up for the City Lips Plumpin' Lip Glosses. There's going to be a 40% off sale coming up, and there's going to be a buy one get one free sale. So if you guys are interested in these plumping lip glosses, just keep an eye on my community tab, and that's when to get them, because these are like $30 something, and I'm like, that's freaking nuts. Like, this ain't Pat McGrath, but these are plumping glosses. I don't know if that makes a difference or not as for the price, but for buy one get one free, I would definitely get these. And because they sent me a bunch, I now have 6 of their City Lips. Hey Dawn. And they're sending me another one, which is, what is it? It's not a partnership thing. I think it's an ad, and it's unpaid, but I agreed to do it because that'll give me experience. So they're going to send me a product to do like a dedicated thing to, which is not a problem, because I do really like some of their other stuff. I do like the lips, the lip plumping glosses, and I do like the mascara. The skincare didn't work out. I gave my neighbor, the one whose face I did the skincare, to try. She said she didn't she said she didn't have sensitive skin. So a couple days went by, I checked on her, and I said, how did you like the skincare? She said, I'll tell you this, Dion. She said, I didn't know I had sensitive skin until I tried these products. I was like, oh. Take that for what you will. So I said, well, if you want, you can see if your sister wants to try it, because that stuff is expensive. And all the reviews on the website are good, but it broke me out. She ended up breaking out. I'm just like, ooh. I said, I don't know whose skin this is for, but it wasn't for me or her. So I didn't ask her if her sister liked it. So this is the face. This is the blush. And I do agree with a lighter blush because the eyes are shining and popping. I do like how that green is showing up here. And because the lips are bold. So I do like the cheek situation. So let me know what y'all think of this face that y'all saw me put together. Excuse me for poking you in the eye. And any final comments before we go? Thank you for being here. I know there was no topic listed and no picture or anything. And I just kind of popped on. But y'all know I'm here every Monday at 8 o'clock. And I appreciate y'all for joining me. The lips look nice with the eyes, Kat. Thank you. I do really like it because it pulls off the purple. And I like how this shifts to the green, but when you come over, the purple, the pink shifts to a purple. But it looks like just a multi-chrome across the lid, how those two shadows blend together. And lids will be surprising me, y'all. This is on the first half of the lid, this right here, and it doesn't look like it shifts. This one is on the second half. This one you can tell it shifts because it's darker and then it's a green. But this does not shift in the pan. But it went on blue. This showed up true to pan, and so did this one. And so that's my only thing is like if I build a palette for, well, I would have to just get regular metallics and don't get the dual chromes or multi chromes, because I'll be like, okay, if they say they want a green look and I put on a green shadow and it shows a purple, it's like that ain't what they said they wanted. But we're gonna see. Sorry for poking you in the eye. Nice playtime. Thank you, Deirdre. And this really was. I think this was my first time coming on here, not having a concrete plan, and just did a whole entire face. And so it was fun to do. I'm surprised I got through it without messing up too much. But yeah. So thank y'all for the under eye discussion part. Thank you for being here. We have all the thumbs up to how many people is in here, so thank you for that. And I'm going to take some pictures and edit the description box, change the thumbnail to what we did, and so those who watch the replay know what they're getting into, whereas y'all didn't. And I appreciate y'all showing up, not knowing what was going to happen. A future video, I will show the newer stuff. I still have 2 more orders coming in. I ordered some more lip liners and eyeliners for lower lash line to do on clients. And the lip liner I use on my neighbor, she doesn't use lip liners and stuff. She'll just put on gloss. She doesn't wear any makeup at all. And she's like, she kept looking. She's like, I like that lip liner. Because then I lined her lips and filled it in. I said, so I gave it to her. I'm like, well, here, keep it. So then I'm like, it was $8. So I told her I'll just buy me another one. And I did buy her a NYX pencil sharpener so she can sharpen it, because I know she doesn't have a sharpener. And what was cute at the end was she was like, okay, so how do I get all this off? So I gave her 3 single Neutrogena wipes. I'm like, just open it and just, wipe it off. I said, you have 3. It should come off in 1, but I'm giving you 3. So she was so cute. She's like, so how do I get all this off my face? So I gave her the lip liner. I think I gave her the mascara that I used, and the Neutrogena wipes, and something else I gave her. So, but we'll do that another day. Maybe next Monday we'll do the haul of the other stuff, because everything, the other 2 orders should be here tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do that. So next Monday we'll do a haul. More stuff for the kit, which means I'm trying to fit it in the kit, because I have everything in the kit. It's a lot of stuff. But in another day, I'll show y'all everything that's in the kit. And so that is that. From next door, I have an appointment to do a face next Saturday. I'm hoping it works out, because another lady, she contacted me, but then that fell through. And sometimes it'll happen. And especially with free stuff, because there's no contracts, there's no deposits. And so it's nothing to lose, if, it just doesn't work out. But so I'm excited to do more faces. And that will be it for this video. Thank y'all so much for being here. I just love this little community we have here. And I love that all of y'all get along. I be seeing y'all chatting in the comments. I just love that. That just warms my little troll heart. So, yeah, I'm looking toasty. And that's this shade. I think it was this one. It's a little toasty. Because I'm looking at my forehead, because we did end up with it all over. And I'm like, looks like I have a tan. That's what it looks like. But then when I turn, like, that's just not. That ain't it. But I'm not going to start babbling. We're going to go. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back next Monday, same time, same place. Throughout the week will be my regular 7 a.m. videos. And there's joining if you're interested in doing that. And I do thank you to my current members. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate the replay crew if you're watching this later or catching up. Thank you, Kat, for being here. And thank you for letting me know you were here, because I love saying people's names, because it's letting you know I see you and I appreciate you. And so for everybody else, all of you, each just have a good night, good morning, good day, wherever you are in the world, whatever time that you're watching this. And thank you for being here. And until next time, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon. Good night, Janessa. We'll be chatting to Janessa. We still got to get our Pride collab going. All right, everybody. Good night. Excuse me for poking you in the eye.